Good evening, everybody. I'm just grabbing my charger. Sorry about that. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. It is Monday. So, beginning of the week, but that's beginning of a new beginning. If you want to put it in a better way. I feel like, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. I thought I heard something like running. Okay, sorry about that. I was like, something running in the house that I don't know about? It sounded like water. That wouldn't have been good. Would have had a flood. So how's everybody's day going so far? Everybody having a good day? We're going to talk about Gannon Stauch again today. It's not going to be as long of a live, but I have some good stuff to go over with you guys. I tried to listen in to the WebEx today. They didn't have video from what I could see, like the channel that I watched it on. I watched it on Ecamil's, and he thought they were going to have maybe like video also, because I thought there was going to be video, but there wasn't. So I wrote down just some notes, figured I will go over those with you guys, and then we'll go over some other stuff. Let me start my camera there. I look a little light today. I feel light. I feel like I need to get a tan today. And when I turned on the camera earlier, I was like, oh, I'm looking a little light today. But I saw some of you guys over in Crime Curious's chat. She had a really good live too. I liked watching her live. I was excited that she was going live because there wasn't, like when I was trying to get ready for this live, for my live, I was going and looking for like videos and trying to look for like, clips and stuff. And I was like, well, surely somebody's going to have something from the court today. But no, there was no one to be heard. So what I think happened was one of the guys the guy that did the interview with Letecia standing outside of the house there, he was subpoenaed. So now he's going to be on the witness stand, like he's going to be taking the stand. So I think that he was going to be one of the guys or maybe one of the people in there getting like the news scoop. But I don't think that he can't now. So I found another place. Oh, you was on Ecamil for a bit, Teresa? I didn't see you in there. But I was just listening as I was cleaning and stuff like that, But I'm always around. But I like Ecamil. He moved, and it's weird seeing him like his new place is very light. Like his old studio was darker, and it's weird seeing him kind of in the light, like that bright. But probably still in California, and California sun's the best. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it does help get the video out. More people will come in and enjoy it. It really does help. Also, I'll tell you a little bit. I have some notes written down, so I can tell you a little bit about those too. And I found out today, finally, I've been trying to get a list of everybody's court dates in order, and I could not figure out for the life of me little Madalena Kojikari's mom and her boyfriend's their court date. So somebody on Twitter, and I can't remember who it was, but shout out to whoever sent that to me on Twitter. They like tweeted it to me, as I say. Yeah, tweeted. I'm not used to Twitter. I'm bad at it. So I'm going to sound like really old when it comes to Twitter. But no, so someone like tweeted it to me, and they said that their court date is going to be on the same date. So it's May 11th. So I made a TikTok video yesterday. I think I posted it yesterday or today. Like, just really proud that, no cases in May on the docket. And then today this happened. So I was like, oh, that's why. So yeah, does everybody have their ducks in a row for tonight? Yeah, snooze fest. You're right, Teresa. I wanted to fall asleep. I'm surprised Ecamil didn't. I was there for I was in and out. Like I was trying to stay with it, but it was a lot. It was just a lot of I was wanting to fall asleep. So I was like, well, I'll try to listen to this and then give you guys the update version at night because that would just be exhausting. we would be, if we streamed the jury selection, we would be tired before the jury or the trial even started. So they are going to, they're doing jury selection right now. So 3/20 is the date. Trial will begin on April the 4th, which is, I love the month of April, and this isn't really going to damper my month of April. I wish he just plead guilty, but that's not going to happen. So there's going to be 12 jurors and 6 alternates that they're going to try to rally up. Hopefully they can. They're going to have trial Monday through Friday, on the exception of Thursdays. The judge has other cases that he has to see and, go over. So they're going to be adjourned on Thursdays for him to do his other cases, which I kind of like that in a way. I think that might be good for a jury to have like a day, like even like a Wednesday, you just take a break, or do a half a day on a Wednesday, because 6 weeks for a jury jury, these people are not, they're not like, special people. They're just like you and me. Like that's exactly who's on the jury. So for these people to have to sit there for 6 weeks, I don't know. Do you guys think, and think about it really, 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 really hard. Do you think that you could do you think you could do it for 6 weeks? Do you think you could just like unplug from your life? No talking about no talking to your family about it. And you'd be able to be like, non-biased. I don't know. 6 weeks is a long time. I just think back at the Alec Murdaugh trial, and I'm like, I just pray they can get 6 or 18 people. Or what is it going to be? Is it 18? Yeah, 18 people. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of excuses. I would actually be able to do that. Laugh out loud. I'm a housewife with no kids. Me too, actually. I could do it. Yeah. I could do it. I just know that they don't pay you but nothing. I think I got paid $6 a day when I was on the jury. What's that going to pay? What's that going to buy? So I don't know how much they pay you in like high profile cases, but I'm sure it's not that much. And I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, it's with the WebEx, with the no cameras. Yeah. You're seeing, Teresa said 6 weeks of court. It's all WebEx court. It's hard to follow along on a WebEx with no cameras. And I agree. That's extremely hard. They're not going to be able to, to do the zooming in shots, for the dramatic views, which that's what we kind of need, and like to be able to like zoom in on her face when she says something or when they say something. We won't have any of that. So more than what I make. That's true. Probably more than what I make on some of my videos. $6 a day would be. Hey, Ashley, I saw you come in here. My thing was covering your name. I couldn't see it. I was like, I saw you. I'm going to have to stream it on, I might have to stream it on WebEx tomorrow and just listen to it the whole day. But I don't know if I could do that the whole day. You know me, I'm truthful with y'all. Truthful. Now, if it was like a case, where they had their own cameras, like Court TV and stuff was in there, then it would be a lot better, because then you could see more, just experience more. I feel like with that, it's just like watching paint dry. So I figure I'll just give you the recaps, which I'm really upset that Nancy isn't doing any nightly recaps of the story. She did two like this. I feel so bad for this little boy, because I know a lot of people on YouTube they're now picking this case up, or they maybe they have been working this case the whole 3 years. I don't know. I'm still new to this case, but I'm extremely new to true crime and extremely new to this. But it seems like a lot of even like mainstream media wasn't really playing any. I can't find anything other than Court TV. Like there's like nothing. Is it on camera? I thought about doing the Foucault trial because he's going to be going to his sentencing. The little, I did a video on him the other day. Yeah. He's trying to get his everything from when he was in the Duval County jail thrown out. Like, not don't be talking about it, not to be spoken of. That's what he wants. And I'm like, and they're like, his lawyer said, who's there to defend him or something like that. And I said, oh, I said, I was taken aback. I said, who was there to defend Tristan against you? Like, you know what I mean? You deserve life in prison just for being like that. But I don't know. I think that judge might, I don't know. I think the judge might not give him life, but I think for sure he'll get more than 40 years. I don't think that it'll be a 40. This is just too much. That was just too much of a case. It was just too much. 117, I think, times. Man. Yeah, because I have his name wrote down here on my list of people going to court. Yes. He will get life, you think, Teresa? I think he will too. I don't know. I thought maybe the judge, well, I don't know. I thought maybe the judge might like do like 50, 60. But she don't get that, you know? I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I thought maybe, I mean, seeing him in the court today, he looked a little different. He looked a little boyish more, like younger. Maybe because the acne wasn't there. Well, hello, Nicole Marie. We were just talking about you the other day, asking where you were. We should. Is the trial tomorrow? What time does it start? Actually, I have an appointment tomorrow, but at 10 a.m. But I can maybe do it after that, or I can just stream it before then. I go to my my hour long thing, and I can still be on the live with you guys. We've missed you, Nicole. And how is those babies? All of them. And the other Nicole was back too. She's having a boy. Oh, it's going to be so great. We have a girl, we have a boy. I love it. Oh, wait, what happened? You went to court? I didn't see that. Oh, wait, I'm going to have to go back up because I didn't see it. You had court today? And then I had to go to work. She said, I had to testify and I got in trouble. Apparently the lawyer didn't like my tone of voice or answer of, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I wish you could have got that on video. Apparently he probably didn't. He probably didn't. Oh man, that's funny. I had a lawyer. Me and my lawyer I had a lawyer once. It was for a traffic offense and it was stupid. It was like clearance and some other crap, but they got me for the clearance. Like they took off like charges that they probably shouldn't have. I'm not going to lie about it. Like me and my lawyer were we were kind of like confused, but then he was like, we're charging her with clearance. And my lawyer literally was like, shit. Like, and I was like, huh? Like, that's all you hear is him cussing and me going, what? Like, of all the things to charge me with was clearance. Like, okay. It's like a $50 ticket, I think. But it's just so crazy. Oh no, they've all been sick. Y'all can't get sick. You got like anybody that has families like that. I feel like if you have a family of more than like, just you and your significant other, if more than one of like, if you get sick, it's just like a telephone. It just bounces off each person, I feel like, until you go into a different season. But I will go ahead and yes, 8:45 Eastern Standard. Whoa, they're doing that court early, aren't they? 8:45 a.m. Fugo sentencing, and then, okay, so the victim's impact statements will begin before his sentencing, right? And then they'll do the sentencing. Because I want to see that. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. It's my diffuser, guys. Okay, I'm over here and I'm like, what is that water sound? It never used to make that sound before. I don't know. That's so weird. That's crazy. That's why I've been over here. So, oh my gosh. How do we feel about the Alex? Oh, so you haven't been in the chat for a while. The Alec Murdoch verdict. I think everyone was pretty excited about that verdict, except for him. I have heard some of his tapes, like him and Buster, the 911 or the not 911, but the jail calls, and you could tell Buster doesn't even want to be on the phone with him at all, like at all. Oh look, this is what I had right here. Actually, I had something about Aiden Fuki on my thing. And it just said, yeah, it was about the judge addresses motion filed by, Aiden Fuki's defense ahead of sentencing. So, I was going to go over the, if I can think of it, her affidavit, the probable cause affidavit in the Gannon Stauch case, but I think I'll save that for another day. I think we know for the most part kind of what happened, but there's just so many more twists and turns of the story that I feel like that'll be something that we can go back through as we're like going through the trial. And because I want to show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And so I can't even blow this up. So this would be really painful for you guys to have to go through. Look at that. No one would be able to read with me. I would lose you guys. I would lose myself. So I want to try to get this printed out and then maybe blown up a little bit and fixed a little and then go over the most important parts with you guys. Because, a lot of the probable cause, they have a lot of the stuff in there about the officers and their training and stuff like that. And I could just give you a little recap of that instead of reading you 15 pages of one person's training and background. You know what I mean? You know how that goes. What did I write down? Oh, shoot. I hate when I write down stuff and I forget why I write it down. Oh, did you get to see Alex's new haircut? He got a new haircut too. I don't know if you got to see that or not. Let me go ahead and share this one with you. This is the first thing that I could really find today. So I'm going to refresh it. It was an hour ago. So this is the El Paso right here County District Attorney Michael Allen, and this is him in the center. He is the prosecutor for this case. The defense for this case is Josh Tulini. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tulini. I don't know if I read over all of my notes to you guys. That's what I was saying. Oh, so today the state spoke for 2 minutes, and then the defense got to speak for 2 minutes, and I tried to find those clips for you, but there's no clips available. So I'm going to have to listen to that WebEx and find them for you. That way you guys could hear what they said. It wasn't anything groundbreaking, but, they did talk for a couple minutes. She did wear an orange jumpsuit, just like she stated that Letecia wanted to wear. She said, hey, I want to wear an orange jumpsuit. Normally you don't do that. Because they don't want to make the court or the jury be kind of biased if you're already in the uniform. I don't know if this is a trick she has up her sleeve, and if it is, it's a dumbass trick. I already know it, and I don't even know. I don't know what the trick is, and I already know it's going to be dumb because there's nothing that you can do good by wearing your jail uniform unless she's just trying to get comfortable in it because she knows she's going to rot in it. I mean, I was reading your guys. Okay, yeah, let me know, Summer. You should see the notes I have and they get long. Yeah, no, yeah. Is she trying to bias the jury for a mistrial? See, that's what I'm wondering. But the judge asked her. He made sure of it. And he said, this ain't going to work if that's what you're trying to do. And so, I mean, she could be still thinking that way, trying in her head. But I think she's batshit crazy, and not in the insane clinically way. I do in almost in a sense, but I just think she's she's got something up her sleeve. And I'm surprised it didn't come out today. I mean, she was there. I guess she was there. They didn't have to bring her kicking and screaming, and I'll show you that document next because the judge wrote out a document. Bring her here anyway. You got to get her ass here. He said he does not care if she's kicking and screaming, and they got to literally just tie her down and get her in here and drag her in here. Just get her in here. Now, if I was that judge, I would just hold an empty chair. You can do that in the United States. If somebody like flees the United States and they're not there for trial, you can actually use an empty chair, and that could be the person. Like, they don't have to be there to be convicted anymore. Oh, thanks, Margot. I know, isn't that crazy? 7,000. We're doing so good. So if you guys haven't, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you guys were watching this on a replay, hashtag replay. Sorry, my intro was too long. It was kind of long tonight. I did that the other night. Someone was mad. But it was Saturday. I always do oopsie. Surrey's always listening. But I always talk a little bit more on Saturdays in the beginning. You put her in a wheelchair with restraints. Yep. And a spit guard and all of it. That's what I would do. I just get it all ready. I mean, I was looking at a picture of her like before and after, like when she was dressed up. I think she was going to like maybe a military ball or something with her husband at the time. And then you see her picture, like you can just see how how you just fall from grace. Oh, I meant to put in the chat if anyone wants to join the membership there. I always forget to do that. Let's see here. So I'm going to read this article here to you guys. I think that was, so yeah. And then I was just going to tell you the 20 potential, which are getting ready to tell you right there. Yeah. So she didn't want to wear street clothing, even though they offered her to wear it. Maybe she'll change her mind. I don't know. What do you think she's trying to do with that? Like by not wearing street clothing, what do you think she's trying to prove? Oh, really? Not lives? Oh no. Maybe try to like hit the bell, like just not unsubscribe, but unnotify unring the bell, I guess. Unring the bell. And then redo it, and then hit all notifications. If you're using a cell phone, I think you have to have your cell phone notifications, your YouTube notifications on too as well. Oh, is that what it is? Well, Kelly D may know what it is. Because I never get notified for stuff. You're not getting them either? Oh no. Yeah, no, so don't unsubscribe. So what, because what I was talking to Vincent about this the other day, and he said what he thought would be the same thing, would to reset it would just be going to the bell and then unalerting it and then alerting it back. So, and I want to do I was doing a certain time every night, and then tonight I just needed extra time. So we came on later tonight. Try doing it on Safari. Auditioning for part of Orange is the New Black. Maybe she is. She's not going to get there. Those girls are gorge. In real life, they're gorge. Actually, I was thinking of the other show, Wentworth, because that's the color of her uniform, the green. So, the first 20 potential jurors were identified after 7 hours of proceedings Monday as the jury trial started for Letecia Stauch, who is accused of killing her 11-year-old stepson Gannon in January 2020. The jury selection process is expected to last nearly 2 weeks, according to 4th Judicial District Court Judge Gregory Werner. After telling Werner at the pretrial readiness that she would not be dressing out for the trial, Stauch was in court Monday wearing a blue sweatshirt. Oh, I thought it was orange. I'm sorry. A blue sweatshirt with a hood and not an El Paso County jail jumpsuit as she had worn previously. So that was my mistake. I wonder if they probably don't have a picture of her. Or is this? Probably not. Let me see. This might be actually, this is already the person I think I have up here to, or no, someone else. Okay, never mind. I don't have that person. It says the goal over the next 2 weeks is to work towards selecting the 16th person jury that will be seated for the 6 to 8 week trial. I thought they said that they were doing 12 juries and 6 alternates. I swear that's what they said. Let me know in the chat if you guys heard anything. That's what I heard, was they were doing 12 and then 6 alternates. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm glad you guys found us tonight, since we were not sending out alerts. And I usually put it on the community tab, and I did it. This might be, hold on, let me see if this is the guy. This might be the guy that said he couldn't do it. Okay, never mind. This isn't. Okay, well, maybe we'll look at his. I don't know. There's like, I had someone else already up to look at. We'll see. It says, the process begins with attorneys and Judge Warner working to whittle the list down to 110 potential jurors, all of whom will be called back to court on April 3rd when attorneys will select the jury. Is that why there's no news stations there? Well, I heard there was only going to let so many people in, but there's nobody there. That's so funny. Hey, Glenn Jammin. Oh, I love that name, Glenn Jammin. It took me a minute. I was like, did I read that right? I like that. We would be open. We would. We would be. No, me and Summer wouldn't be able to keep our mouths shut. We'd be kicked off. We'd be kicked off. Oh, never mind. Summer already said that. I didn't even read. No, Teresa'd be good. Teresa could be. I think even Teresa probably could be on a jury and put her, like, she could almost even probably set her decisions to the side. Now, I don't know, in this case, how they're going to find 12 people. So you guys have been in true crime longer than me, I feel like. And a lot of you guys have followed this case, like, actually, how many of you guys have followed this case for the last 3 years? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys have followed this case since day 1. Or put a 2 in the chat if you're just now learning about this case over the last, like, couple weeks. So 1 will be like, yeah, 1 will be if you know about, like, if you knew about this case from the get-go, or 2 if you're just learning with me, because we're learning together. Well, good. We got some people in here that know what they're doing then. And we got some, I mean, even the people with 2s, I'm sure you probably know more than me. I was extremely lucky to have Crime Curious on the panel last night. If you guys missed the live from last night, Crime Curious, she's a creator. She only does this, she's only been working this case for the last 3 years of her life. The woman has an incredible timeline. I guess she has a whole team of people, she said, that like helps her, and she even has a proofreader, and I'm like, dang. I was a little jealous of that. I was like, I want a proofreader. But I don't need a proofreader, obviously. But I was so thankful. And then I saw her website and I saw her channel. And then right before my live, she reached out through email and she's like, I'll come up and talk for a little bit if you want. And I was like, oh, I would love that so much. And you know your girl Tanya, I've never do open panels. So it was nice to do something different. I liked it. I loved it. Call the Magic School Bus because I'm here to learn. I love that. You need to come over here and just stay with me, Ashley. You would make me laugh so hard all the time. That's what, you need people like that in your life. It makes you smile, makes you laugh. This case is finally moving along. That's what Teresa said. And you're absolutely right. And it's about time, huh? Let me grab my drink. I had some water too. I'm like, so let me see how long this is. It doesn't matter. I'm going to read it to you, but okay, good. It's actually got some information. So it says opening statements are scheduled to begin that same afternoon. The reason for the 2-week-long jury selection process is due to the likelihood that many potential jurors will be unable to present for the entirety of the trial, as well as expected difficulties with jurors being exposed to previous media coverage of the case, according to Warner, who said he expects the trial to last through mid-May or later. And how many do we have? So we have lots of ones. From day one, policy, Nan said. Okay, good. So I might have to ask you guys some questions. Okay. I thought I had a question already about this. Let me see what we were reading. Oh, okay. That was my question. So say they try to get a juror, right? Okay. They say like they try to get somebody that's never heard of this case before. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I don't know what I was trying to mean there. I was trying to mean like I feel like they should be able to know a little bit about this case. That way they can make a informed decision. Do you know what I mean? Because this little boy was brutally murdered. And I feel like if you put somebody on the jury, you know what I mean? Like say like it was, somebody that knew nothing about the case and that was a grandmother and she enjoyed baking on Sundays and watching the Golden Girls throughout the week. And she never said a bad word in her life and she just loves love. I mean, I guess the prosecutor and the defense would probably see her and maybe not want her. But do you know what I mean? I'm just like wondering if these people could hear these horrific details and then be able to say, you know what I mean? Like not because to me, I don't know. Like, I feel like she's guilty. We all know that. I feel like I don't really need to say allegedly, but I just feel like it might be a lot on someone to make that kind of a decision and hear all that kind of like horrific stuff. So I don't know I don't know what I was trying to say, but I was trying to say maybe judges need to give like a trigger warning. Like this is a case that's going to be triggering, and maybe they do. Maybe I just didn't hear that. I'm sure that they probably do. The jury that I was on was this kid from like a county school, like high school, stole some guns from his teacher's house, which that is a big deal now that like I'm older. But when I was like 22 or 21, I was like, that's all he did was just rob the school teacher. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think about it. I wasn't there in life yet. But of course he was guilty, but Nicole Marie said, absolutely could not do this. Fair trial, the United States Justice Department. Yeah, it just scares me, like, having to hear, like, especially parents and mothers. And people might be like, yeah, I can hear those details. But then when you see them and then you hear them, I don't know. Oh, man, I just feel so bad. So yeah, that was where I was trying to get my words out there with that, but I could not get my words out. So it says here that the reason for the 2-week-long jury selection process is due to the likelihood that many potential jurors will be unable to be present for the entirety of the trial. Okay. As well as expected difficulties with jurors being exposed to previous media coverage of the case, according to Warner, who said he expects the trial to last through mid-May or later. Well, I hope the guys, like the 6 alternates, are paying attention, like the whole freaking time. I hope they're not like, we might not get on this. We might not get put on this case. Do you know what I mean? Because he just said right there that he doesn't think the people are going to make it through the entirety of the trial. And I could see that. 6 weeks is probably hard, on people. I would do it. The concerns over potential jurors being unavailable due to the length of the jury trial soon were realized when Warner asked every single person to state if their lives would be greatly impacted by the expected length of the trial, and a significant portion of the initial 75 people called in for jury selection indicated it would be. They just trying to get out of jury selection. How many people? They were able to get Alec Murdaugh. People to sit. And the only reason why they were going is because they were having COVID. They were like leaving because of COVID. They were like, they were falling off like flies there for a minute, but really, everyone in El Paso knows this case. The whole town has blue lights outside lit for Gannon over 3 years. I didn't know that. I need a blue light. I have a back door. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sad. They do like, I think for kids that are like missing, isn't it like orange lights or something? So they'll know come home. I can't remember, but. Oh, wow. I think so. Me too, Glenn Jamin. If it was an important case, I think I would be able to. I think the case that I was on was just, there were so many people. This courtroom was full. There had to have been 200 people in there. And like, I was number 12, they called. I was like, are you kidding? I was almost out. Yeah, when it comes to a trial, I don't know. I don't have children, but I think that would break me. That would break me for sure. It says common reasons for people not being able to attend jury trial included the length of trial impacting their jobs. Come on now. Everybody be working from home nowadays. Impacting their studies in college and impacting an upcoming vacation. I had to say that because a lot of people are working from home. Or they have the option to. I feel like anyway. In Ohio, they still are anyway. Or unless we're just all lazy over here. Impacting an upcoming vacation. Is that what that says? Impacting their studies in college and impacting an upcoming vacation. Now, I don't know. Now this is just my heart. If somebody asked me to sit on a jury for Gannon, for an 11-year-old boy that was, unalived, you don't even have to give me the details of what happened. I'm not going to go on a vacation. I'm just not. That's my brain, because I know me. I'd be on the beach wherever I was at. And the only thing I would be able to think of would be that little boy. Now, you can't just say because I'm going on vacation, I can't go on jury duty. I had never heard that one before. You can use that as an excuse. Because, I didn't know you could. I'm just saying, you should be able to keep your own life because it's But if you're thinking about a little boy and that he needs your help and, I don't know. Just the stuff with the parents, the press conference, it gets me, Yeah, what's going on, Scorp? Oh, no, you don't keep your opinions inside here. No, we don't. I'm like, why? What's going on Banfield, Kelly? Good golly, Miss Jolly, what's she doing? No one came out with any documents. Remember how she kept all of her people there on St. Patty's Day? They never came out with the documents. I was going to be so mad. That's me, Ashley. My mouth talks or my mouth. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face does. And it just does. It just does. Yeah. You were called 3 times in your 20s? Oh, man. They asked me, and I don't even know how they asked me. I don't even know how I got suckered into that. Actually, I think I do, because I knew the judge, and I was going to school for criminal justice at the time, and I knew his son real well. And I think he was trying to give me some like learning, like, you know what I mean? Like, this will be a learning experience for her. I was cool. I didn't need the learning experience. Let's see where we were at. Oh, 2 of the people indicated to Warner that they'd be unavailable because they are going to the same person's wedding in North Carolina in May. Yeah, well, just go ahead and tell them to go home. That's what I would do. I'd be a pissed off. I would be a pissed off judge. I already tell you right now, I would not be a Judge Newman. You wouldn't see Judge Newman over here, because I would be like during jury selection. I would be cool other than jury selection, because you're going to hear every freaking excuse in the book. So I would literally, for anybody that gave me a stupid excuse like that, I would just be like, go. Just go. Just leave right now. Just leave. And take your eggs. If you have any eggs in the back, take them with you. If you have any eggs, we'll collect your eggs for you, and then you can go. That should be written into law somewhere now. Like, nobody can bring eggs into the courthouse. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, Alec Murdaugh's trial, one of the jurors got taken off of the jury. And she had to take her eggs home with her. She had eggs with her. So this one's good, though. Several more said they already had a strong bias against Stauch based on news coverage and social media of her case. 38 people were dismissed by Warner after the morning break. Why? After dismissing more than half of the potential jurors, attorneys gave a brief opening statement outlining the facts of the case and why Stauch is either guilty or innocent. Allen, which is the state's attorney, Allen opened by stating there would, by evidence proving that Stauch brutally murdered Gannon in January 2020, hid evidence in Gannon's body, and that she knew the difference between right and wrong at the time she did it. I believe that. Stauch defense attorney Josh Tolini informed potential jurors that they will hear no evidence proving why she did this. And, okay, I need to say that again, because I was like, what? Josh Tolini informed potential jurors that they will hear no evidence proving why she did this, and that she was in a psychotic state when she chose to kill Gannon. Oh, okay. So I thought she was she's pleading not guilty by reason of insanity, but she's really pleading guilty by reason of insanity. So we don't need to know a motive. So Tolini, if that's your name, throw that out the window, because we don't care. We just want to know why she thinks she was in psychotic state. She's a piece of work. She is a piece of something. She's going to be a piece of something when she gets to the pen, to the real dog, the big real house, or the real big house, you know. After hearing the brief statements from the attorneys for potential jurors indicated that they may have an issue not being biased over the Stauch allegations, Stauch and 2 more stated that they would have issues with Stauch's plea of not guilty by reason of insanity. Prior to the lunch break, Warner dismissed another 6 potential jurors. Only 32 people remained out of the 75 initially called to start the day. I'd say that's about right. In the afternoon, each set of attorneys was given 45 minutes to ask the remaining potential jurors questions. Allen started by asking potential juror members their thoughts on topics such as bias and preconceived notions, and how media exposure would potentially impact their ability to be an impartial juror. Questions were also asked by Allen regarding circumstantial evidence and whether or not a jury member should only make a determination on the evidence presented or if they should fill in the gaps. The potential jurors responded with a mix of opinions on all of the topics brought forward by Allen. Meanwhile, Tonellini spent the majority of his time asking every potential juror member if they could truly presume Stauch's innocence amid such horrific allegations. I admit it's not going to be easy, one potential juror said after questioning from Tonellini. It would definitely be difficult, another said. A handful of potential jurors also admitted during Tonellini's voir dire that the not guilty by reason of insanity plea is one that they can't take seriously. Are they just saying that they can't take that seriously from her, or they can't take that seriously in general? I'm wondering. What happened, Margot? I missed something. Your little girl passed from leukemia? Oh, no. Oh, man. That makes me so mad. And so sad. I'm angry for you. Because, your child did nothing wrong. This little boy did nothing wrong by any means. This boy did nothing wrong. But kids shouldn't be taken like that. You know what I mean? Like, kids shouldn't be taken like that. Just take it, whether it's sickness or it's murder. And I think I said that this in a couple of lives ago. There has to be like a way bigger reason why this happens, and we'll never know until we're reunited with those people. Because that's just crazy. Just kids, and I can't do kids. Kids, and even like the Idaho 4, like I consider them kids. I cried like a baby over that. And like Quentin was really hard. The twins, the two little twins, the boys, Kyer and Kaysen, that was really hard on me. The kids are really hard. Let me see. Okay, so it says a handful of jurors also admitted during, okay, so that was one, but they can't take it seriously. It's for cowards, one woman remarked when asked by Tonellini. Following voir dire, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and a 20-minute talk behind closed doors with the attorneys, Warner dismissed 12 more jurors. The 20 remaining potential jurors include a young woman still in college, an older woman who stated that she has already served on a jury 2 times in El Paso County, and a younger man who had previously served in the military and informed attorneys he had never heard of Stauch before being selected for jury duty. Oh, yeah, but now I'm not saying, I ain't trying to say nothing to help anybody with anything. But that juror might see a fellow comrade in Gannon's dad. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm going with this? So he might be like, guilty. Like, I'm just saying, might not be good for her attorneys, her defense attorneys, to want somebody from the military on the jury. I would probably say that would be on the top like 3s of no-nos. Like mothers, unless they're like a stepmother, don't get a mom up here. Military, don't get a military person up here. I couldn't even imagine what Margot went through. 2 years old. That's so young. And I bet you she was a little fighter. I bet you. My grandmother had cancer, both of my grandmothers, and my aunt. It's extremely sad. Where was I at? Oh yeah, because we were reading about the military. Stauch faces 13 charges, including first-degree murder, child abuse, and tampering with evidence. In addition to the first-degree murder case, Stauch also faces a second case in which she is accused of attempting to escape from the El Paso County Jail in May of 2020. Stauch was arrested in South Carolina in March 2020 and has been in jail ever since. She faces life in prison if convicted of first-degree murder. And then this is from the Gazette, that's from that town. So they're letting this Gazette paper in to the trial. They're Crime Curious, I believe she was talking about that last night with us, that they're letting the Gazette in, and then they're letting one television news syndicate in. So oh, you lost your daughter at 18 though? That's still... No. No one will ever understand like you do. You two will never... You guys are in a club that nobody ever wants to be in. Man. If you don't mind me asking how you lost your daughter, I'm like, 18's too young. Oh, 18's too young. That's too young. Like, too young. I don't know. I'm just... Scorpion. I'm a stepmother. Well, that's okay. She was a fighter. I bet you. I've seen it in kids and stuff, like even just in my stay at Ohio State, seeing kids there and their recovery and the way they handled things was like incredible. Incredible. What happened to Isabel? Are you telling me? Yeah. I think that I've said this for a long time, but I feel like parents should have to go through a little bit more. If it's your first child, especially, like, I mean, me, I would want this, but they've been kicking people out of the hospital now. Like, you have your baby and you're out of that, like, you're out of there within like a day. They used to keep you like 3 days. But yeah, you get checked out really bad when you get a dog. I used to work at Petland, and it was crazy. I'm going to grab my eye drops really quick. Hold on 1 second. I bet it's from looking at the computer last night. I'm just going to put them in my eye really quick. I have to put them in one eye, so that helps. So it's not so bad. I wouldn't be able to put eye drops in my real eyes. I would be a mess. Oh, let me see here. So this, oh, Teresa's right. Loss is so hard. Loss is something that you'll never get over. Whether it's a child, parent, anything. Cousin that you may be close with, a brother or sister. I couldn't imagine, like, I mean, I don't even want to think about it. Like, I'll cry even think about losing my brother. He's my last of my immediate family. It's just me and him. But he just turned 46, and I said, if you get another year older, I will cry. Your eyes are on fire. So my eyes were on fire. Allergies are tough. Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, they said something. Is it because of the seaweed things that are coming up in the ocean and stuff? I heard that there was like I don't know if that's what would come all the way to Ohio, but I heard that that might be the reason why allergies are so bad. Your dad buried 4 adult kids before dying of cancer. Oh my Lord. But you know what? Your daddy had the best. Oh, Kelly D. He had the best reunion. When he got there, 4 kids were waiting on him. Oh man, that gave me cold chills. Makes me want to cry. Like, your dad Your dad had a little crew waiting for him. Okay. Let me hit my vape here and then we will. Oh, I think I've heard of red tide. Rich is trying to wake up after a cat nap. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Ashley. We're gonna have to do like another members live soon. I keep forgetting to put it in there. But yeah, we'll have to do another members live. Maybe we could do it tomorrow afternoon or something. We'll do like a mental health live. Maybe we'll do it in between the case because I do have to see my counselor tomorrow and it's my last time seeing her. And it's been 4 years since I've had a stable one and she retired. That's why. And so this lady told me that she wasn't going to leave anytime soon. And she was there for 6 months. And she told me she was leaving and she gave me a month notice. So I'm like, think I'm going to need some mental health checks here. Oh, thanks, Glenn Jamin, for becoming a new member. You'll love it over here. We got a good group. We do. We do. We have a small group tonight. We usually have a bigger group, but it's okay. That's all right. I like the small group. Our chats are like really off the wall. You will find, I am sure you will be here and at one point you'll learn something that you never knew. Like it'll be someone will get arrested on a live. Someone will be, taken into custody on a live. I don't know. Something always happens when I go live, I feel like. You guys will come flying in the chat and you're like when Brian Kohlberger got arrested, we were on a 9 a.m. live. Or it was like a 10:15 or something live. And I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, and I meant to do a members post today to welcome in everybody. Because I know we got some new members. So this is the order. Okay, so earlier in the live, I told you guys that Letecia's judge said that you get her here, whether she's kicking, screaming, punching, throwing up, whatever. So this is a picture of a screen, so the picture's not very good, but it's the people of the state of Colorado, versus the defendant, Letecia Stauch. It says, order directing use of all force reasonably necessary to secure the attendance of defendant at trial. I have never in all of my years of seeing legal paperwork, and I've seen legal paperwork my whole life. I mean, not my whole life, but probably since I was 19, I would say 18 or 19. So I've seen a lot and I've never seen this before. This matter is set to commence trial on March 20th, 2023. At times in the past, the defendant has chosen not to appear for court proceedings. Defendant must appear for each day of trial. If defendant appears and chooses not to be present for trial, she will be held in a holding cell in the courthouse, and the court will have her brought to the courtroom at various times during the day to see if she has changed her mind regarding attending her trial. Like a child. If you don't want to come in and play nicely and sit down at the big girl table, we'll just hold you over here and then periodically we'll bring you in, past the jury, just past people, see if you want to attend your own trial. This will be the process each day. Defendant chooses not to be present for her trial. However, defendant must be transported to the courthouse every day on which trial is held. Pursuant to, and then it says, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office to use all force necessary, reasonably necessary to secure the presence of defendant at the El Paso County Combined Courts for each day of her trial. And then that was signed on March 1st. I think that's all of it. But I thought that was kind of funny. You get the red tide a lot there too? Yeah, and it's so crazy about our group. Like our group of people, I don't think any of you guys, maybe you did, because I used to be a trauma channel. But I don't think any of you guys came in for during when I was a trauma channel. And then you guys just started showing up, here and there one by one. It wasn't like everybody came at once, And we would talk in the chat and I would say something about like me losing my eye or, my car accident. I kind of opened myself up and then I felt like one by one, you guys opened yourself up. And then it was like we were all here for true crime, but we all literally have something that's traumatic that's happened to us. So my channel still works both ways. And I love that. So it's like, it's like a two-for channel. Homicidal loons are coming out of the woodwork. Yeah. Oh, I know. I do. I do attract genuine people. You guys are all genuine. Oh, thank you. I do have some good energy sometimes. One of my friends told me, and this was back when I really dressed like I owned a boutique and stuff. And he told me one day, and this made me feel like really good because, Vincent always tells me good things about me, and I love that. But when someone that's like, he's my best friend's husband, and like I love them as a couple. They're meant for each other. But for someone to tell you that you look nice, it's nice to hear. And he's like, Tanya, he's like, you're a whole vibe girl. And I'm like, oh, really? I was like, that's so nice. We don't ever have trolls on this channel. Ning's Black Eye. I don't think we do we? I don't think we do, but I hope not. And I'm one of those people that like I'm like a chameleon in a way, like I can always relate to a lot of different people, like poor, rich. You can be, into country music, rap music, alternative music. I mean, I don't know. You could be 70, you can be 20. Well, maybe not 20. I don't know, 20. Maybe like 30. No, you know what I mean though. Was I ever goth? No. Well, yeah. Yeah, we all were, weren't we? I did do that kind of. I did kind of go goth for a while. I dyed my hair red. Well, this is as much as it went. I didn't really do black clothing, I wouldn't say. But I did do the black makeup more. I never did eyeliner, so I wasn't very good at the black makeup even. But I did have my look. Is that like a bray? I did have this pierced twice. And I thought that I was the coolest. I would go to these like screamo, emo kind of like, it was more of those kind of concerts. So I guess it wasn't more like goth. It was more like emo kind of deal. But I loved it. And the people there, oh my God. The finest people I've ever met in my life. The best. What else do I have on here? Oh, okay. So I have this little video to watch for you. We can watch. Oops. It's the only thing that I can find that on there. So black clothing is slimming. And I started wearing black clothing. This live's all over the place tonight. So sorry guys. But I've been wearing black clothing because I gained a little bit of weight. But I worked out today. I did good. I didn't work out hardcore, but I went and I walked for a little bit and it felt good. So if you ever see me just come on a live, like I probably do it under like members, and I'm in the gym, just, it's just me because I'm bored and I want to talk to you guys. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I try to. Especially when the chats are smaller and I'm able to, I really, really, really do. Try to, so. But black clothing is very slimming. I have great pants, but in the wintertime, I'm always in black. But my color, like my color wheel, if you knew me, like I wasn't in this chair, like that blue chair's not even, I don't ever wear blue, y'all. So like my colors are literally the greens, the browns, the whites, blacks. I'm basics. Like, blue, that's like just something, I don't know. I loved it though. Oh, Rich, you need to go to the ocean. You live so close though. I mean, not like so close, but 6 hours. Isn't that 6 hours? You can get to the beach. We got to get rich to the beach. I need to go to the beach. We're all going to have to just make a pit stop down to Florida because we have a ton of subscribers. Teresa's in Florida, and Teresa would, she'd be the best host. She's probably thinking, man, you would put a lot of pressure on me, Tanya. I live on the channel and beach, and it's like nothing else. I would love to live on the beach. You're a metalhead through and through. I used to be, oh man, my friend was in a band and everything. And I don't know. I mean, I still listen to music. I never have a problem with learning any new music, especially. Get to Florida. Yes, I'm going to have to. So this video is very short, but this is going to be one of the news places that's going to have, I guess, coverage of it. So I'm like, okay. Let's see.
Sean, thanks so much. The long wait for a jury trial is over. Letecia Stauch, the El Paso County woman accused of killing her own 11-year-old stepson, is now on trial for murder.
Investigative reporter Dan Beatty was the only TV news reporter in the courtroom for the first day of jury selection. He's live outside the El Paso County Courthouse tonight. Dan?
When the day started, Letecia Stauch didn't look like she was on trial for first-degree murder. She was smiling as she was speaking with one of her defense attorneys, but as the day went on and jury selection began, Letecia's demeanor certainly changed in the courtroom. Stauch looked straight ahead and down at her notepad, taking notes for most of the day. She never made eye contact with any of the potential jurors as far as I could see. The stepmom is accused of killing 11-year-old.
Now remember, she's pleading not guilty by reason of insanity, but she's able to take notes. She's able to take notes. She's able to sit there. No, I don't buy it.
Year-old Gannon back in January of 2020 while his father was away for work. Prosecutors claim Stauch drove across the country to Florida and dumped his body over a bridge. The stepmom pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. The jury selection process could take weeks to complete. El Paso County District Court Judge Gregory Werner said the state probably won't start calling witnesses until April 3rd. The trial altogether could last until mid or late May. Some people that were called for jury duty said they believe a guilty by insanity plea is simply a poor excuse, while others felt their bias could be compromised, considering the fact that they've seen previous media coverage of this trial. They started the day with around 70 potential jurors. They finished the day with 20. The process continues tomorrow with a new jury pool. Reporting live outside of the El Paso County Courthouse, Dan Beatty, 13 Investigates.
I never know if it's going to play something else, afterwards. I'm always waiting for it to get me. Okay. She's psychopathic and will end up in protective custody, but even that may not be enough. Any female inmate with a child will hate her. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, they'll only keep her in protective custody for so long, probably until she goes to, she'll probably go to, if she gets convicted or whatever and she goes to an actual prison, she's probably going to go to a state prison. They usually take the inmates to a state facility, get them ready to be divvied out. But I think when she's divvied out to her forever home, I don't think that the protective custody is anymore. But that I don't know. We'll have to look into that. We're going to have to look into that. Yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The Twitter handle's in the chat. I'm trying to get up to 600 people on my Twitter, because then we can do a Twitter space, which would be really cool, because then we can all go in and we can just chit chat and use our voices. You know what I mean? Kind of like a podcast almost in a way, but you guys can all come in. It's almost like a telephone call, or you can just come in and sit and just listen. You don't have to talk at all. Do you think, okay, so do you guys think that Letecia has a good defense going? I mean, with them saying today, like, you're not going to hear about why she did it, or like, that was just stupid to me. I mean, you know, like, we don't need a motive. You'll have to send me pictures, Kelly D, because I don't know if you're on the live the other night, but I had a van pulled up. I want to go van lifing. Because Vincent's extra. Like, real extra. Oh, thank you, Margot. I'm going to put that towards my van life. My future van life. Yeah, so I am going to do Discord, I think, too, because I think you could do call-in shows with Discord, and I want to do something like fun like that. I had it wrote down. Write it down again, you know? If you ever see, like, if you ever know, like, anybody that has Post-it notes anywhere, I'm that person. Like, they're all over the place. They're all over the place. Did you guys hear about the, not to get off traffic or topic, but about the Ohio State student that died in Mexico on spring break? I'm going to do a story about it. I haven't heard of an update yet. It just happened, I believe, yesterday. Nurse Ratchet. Maybe that's who she'll find when she needs to go for mental health. And they don't give you mental health in the jails. They just don't give you good mental health. I know I need to tweet more, but I did tweet some stuff today. I did Buster Murdoch came out with a statement, and I put that on YouTube too. And then sometimes I'll if I do a video, I'll put it right over there. So it's easier to get up to the minute stuff with, over on Twitter, up to the minute updates. Couldn't get my word there. So this is kind of, let me put this back on here. I think this is the one. Yeah. So it's kind of blown up for you guys so you guys can see it a little better. But this guy, Dan Beatty, I don't know who that is, but he was at the courthouse today. So I was just going to go through his Twitter. It just it will give us what they were saying and stuff. So it just says, here, this was 11 hours ago. We'll go up a little bit more. We'll go up to here. It says, Allen provided details, and that's the state's attorney, as to how 11-year-old Gannon died. Stab wounds, gunshot wounds, remains driven across the country and dumped off the side of a bridge. Michael Allen is now detailing a brief description of their case against Letecia Stauch to the remaining jurors. Oh, I guess that went down that way, didn't it? Okay, so then there's that. It says, the defense gave a brief speech as well, stating there is no reasonable explanation for why Letecia Stauch would have done this, calling her a loving stepmom to Gannon. He called her that, a loving stepmom. No, they weren't. Okay. I was Gavin's mother, and I was in that room. And I heard her lawyer say, loving stepmom to Gannon. Yeah, maybe she was. But for that one day, she was not. And it couldn't, and if it was one day and it was that bad, it equaled that. What the hell has she been doing to this boy before then? Because you normally don't go from 0 to 60 like that with a kid. I mean, I would say that that's something that you would gradually do. I'm sure she was probably beating on that kid when his dad wasn't around doing military things. And he probably didn't want to tell his dad. Maybe he didn't want to, kids, they put a lot on themselves, they do. Maybe he was just oh, I don't want to put that on my dad because he's happy. Maybe, I don't, you never know. Hi, Arlene. It's just crazy to me. prison can make a good person bad. You're absolutely right. We need to evaluate how we handle criminals. So many more than not could be reformed if we had programs in place. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Especially for people that, you know, really need the actual like mental health evaluations and stuff too. And then it says here, I don't really know how these go in order. I don't know if they go up or down, so sorry. It says, can you hold the prosecution to their burden of proof? Did Letecia Stauch kill Gannon Stauch beyond a reasonable doubt? Was Letecia Stauch sane beyond a reasonable doubt at the time of Gannon's killing? That's what Judge Warner said. I believe she was sane. She got cleaning supplies. She didn't even go and get them. She had her daughter go get them. Right there. Insanity out the window. People that are insane are not going to clean a crime scene because they're not even going to realize what they did. They're so out of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I heard that she did lose a bunch of teaching jobs. Teresa said she was a teacher. Yeah. Well, I guess she had lost the teaching job she had, and she was just calling in, I guess, on a fake, like just faking it. Like what was it, her dad, stepdad got ran over by a car. I was trying to read your guys' chat a little bit. Thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate it. I know this is a hard case. Oh my Lord, that me too. Kelly D said, I was disgusted when Letecia declared or dared to say the community and Gannon owed her apology. I can't wait for Gannon to come back because you know why? Because he's going to owe me a really big apology. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I mean, you know. She probably did treat all kids bad. How did she raise a child? And I mean, I don't know about Harley. I really don't know about that situation because the more and more I think about that, I'm like, I don't know. I was thinking about this today. If you're parked on the side of a highway because you're going to dump a suitcase over the side of a highway, where was Harley when this was happening? Was she supposedly back at the hotel or I don't think so. I don't know. Where's Back to Good? Oh, there she is. I was like, where's Back to Good? Good evening. It is infuriating. If you guys missed the last night's live, me and Crime Curious, she came up and we did an open panel and she answered a whole bunch of questions and stuff for us too. And we went over like the full timeline, which I was surprised we got through all that pretty well. I have like a little bit left, but it's not like too much. No, not at all. So, let's see. Where were we? Right here. And then this is really just kind of what I told you earlier about the jurors. Let me see. Michael Allen speaking to the potential jurors, asking questions about how jurors interpret bias. Allen says he is looking for a good juror for this case in particular. I'm going to go to the top a little bit. Let me refresh this. Oh, shoot. Let me open up my... This was 4 hours ago, so. It just says, the judge says they're hoping to reach a group of 110 potential jurors before the next step in the selection process. The plan is they come together on April 3rd to pick final 18, 12 jurors and 6 alternates. So I was right. That other report was wrong. It is possible they will not have projected jurors by April 3rd. Don't say that. They better. I'm going to shut my window really quick. Getting cold. Okay. Let me see. Let's see if there's anything on here. Nope, I just really finished the rest of the timeline. There was a little bit left that needed finished, but yeah. So if you guys ever want my my timeline or anything of events, I added some more to Crime Curious's because she had it to. Let me see. She had hers till February 2020, and so I did July, August, September, October, and then March of 2023 because we didn't really get anything. That's all I really have for you on this case tonight, but we can chit chat for a minute. I wonder if they never brought out the stuff on Brian Kohlberger. Who asked earlier if we were going to watch Ashley Banfield? Does anyone remember? Because like I don't think that they're in the chat still. I just remember that. Yeah, let me know if you guys remember. Raise your hand. I would love to identify as a woman and be her soulmate. Me too. Actually, I don't know. She might get to you before you can get to her. She's crazy looking. Yeah, so what we are going to do on this channel, because it does make I think it makes all of our blood boil, is we're going to try to do like nightly recaps. And then hopefully it's not as, hard. I know, I enjoyed the stream too. We were on here for 3 hours last night. I was like, oh, which I mean, I don't mind, we've done 3 hours lives before. We've done 8-hour lives before, but as soon as I got off the live, like I was starting to get tired. Then as soon as I got off this live, I was awake. I was like, reborn. And then Vincent fell asleep on me. So if you ever see me come back on late at night, that's just me coming to hang out because Vincent's sleeping. Did Isabel go to bed? I hope she did because she always stays up so late with us. I haven't seen her in a while. She probably sleeping with her phone beside her. Oh no, she was just there at 10:37. Do you remember when I remember like when we were so small that like Isabel, it was Isabel too. I was like, where's Isabel? And she literally had just like commented like 1 minute before. And it was so funny. I was trying to read your guys' stuff. Oh, I'd love for her to just sit there the rest of her life and look at the walls. But then again, I don't know. I really wish she wouldn't do this to Gannon's family. His mom and his dad especially, but she helped raise Lana. Like, you would think, and Harley, you would think that like if she had any like love in her heart for her, like her stepchildren or her children or child, that she would just not do this and not put them through that, kind of pain. It's just so sad. Hey, Legendary. I was trying to see what state is this? So this is in Colorado. And I think they abolished the death penalty, but I thought that she was charged before the death penalty was abolished there. I think. There's so many kids. Isabel, I did that story on Grayson. It was so sad. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, though. So I enjoyed. I don't enjoy doing videos because I'm on kids that are killed, but I enjoy being able to get the content out there, And I actually recorded. I think I recorded that the night after the live. The other night with that live, we were up pretty late, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do a couple pre-recorded." I was like, "I'm just gonna do a couple pre-recorded real quick." So, well, I'm gonna jump off of here, and whoops, I don't mean to hit the mic. We'll do a live here soon. We'll have to do a live. Let me share this because it's cuter than the other stuff. I don't think there was anything else on there. Maybe I can, let me see. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitter if you guys wouldn't mind. My handle is at @TitaniumBuilt. And I do put out a lot of like documents and stuff out over there. I think these are let me see. Looks like some documents just dropped for, it says 50 pages of victim impact statement / letter sent to the judge to consider before a sentencing hearing starts tomorrow. And then they're like on here to read. So if you guys, let me see. If you guys want to read these, I can always, we could always read these. They're like, wow, there's a lot. That's sad. Let me see what else they have on here. Because I never did see the documents come out for Brian Kohlberger. I was just trying to see if I could see anything else. Oh, well, no wonders why I can't see anything else. I'm on the same person's thing. Okay. Have you heard of this kid that is, his name's Scotty Morris. He's 14. He's like, he's been missing. I just saw it on Twitter. I saw it earlier. I think Icamil covered it. But this is extremely sad. Look at this little boy. Like, why is he wearing a shirt that says all that sad stuff? Does anyone know about this case? Oh, so you're going to actually be in the court tomorrow, Teresa. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, then hold on a second. So I can stream it? Court TV will have it? We can see Teresa on TV? That's what I'm getting at. Try not to say duck on there too much. Oh, I thought Chris Watts maybe didn't get the death penalty because he pled out or whatever. Oh, I didn't know that. So no, they haven't found him, I guess. I didn't watch the ECML video, me either yet, but I saw it. It was like right before I came on the live. Like I didn't realize that he looked that sad. Y'all, I can't do it with the kids. You know, let me see. Let me try to, like, right here. It's it's in Indiana. Eaton. Wait a minute. Is it? Why does that sound like that's like really close? Because I think there's there's an Eaton, Ohio. It's 2 hours away from me. "14 years old. Oh man, I'll have to look at that tomorrow for sure. The heifer of a stepmother made him write everything on the shirt and wear it. Nuh-uh, really? That's terrifying. I'm gonna write his name down right now, just so I don't forget. And I'm gonna go watch ECML's thing while I wind down for bed. Okay, Morris, Scotty Dean Morris. Oh, I like his name. So did he live with the stepmom? I'll have to read up on it. Oh gosh. I hope this ain't another stepmom vibe deal. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad though. I'll have to look into that. 'Cause you know me. I like to look into things. If you are still with us, which I think it's just us, you guys. It looks like it's just us tonight. But if you guys haven't liked the video, I would love that if you guys could like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, which I'm sure you guys have, but just got to put that out there. I'll put the link in the chat if anyone wants to become a member one more time. We do, so like once a week, we are going to gift like 5 memberships or 1 membership or, 10 or 20 or whatever we can do. And we are going to do that. So just make sure that you're, to get gifted a membership, you don't have to be like in every single chat, but it's good to be like, it is good to be in the chats. It does go by like however, like how often you comment and you watch the videos and things like that. And I just like it. I like it because it's like I don't get to pick who it is. It's literally an automated thing. So yeah, so we did one on, what was it? Saturday. I gifted 5. So we gifted them on Saturday. Like it might even be like a Monday like it is now, like something, we may even have just like 20 people in the chat, but we'll gift them as long as we have people to gift them to. Non-murdering, yeah, non-murdering normal stepmoms. Yeah, and then turn your gifting notifications on. They'll pop up whenever someone goes to gift you guys stuff too. Because I get gifted like all the time. I'm like in other chats, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like that. And then, then after that, I'm like, oh man, now I got to subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mind. I love being able to subscribe to some channels. Shows your support. And there are some good channels out there. There really are. Just like, us. Well, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it so much. Tomorrow, I saw someone was talking about Sarah Boone. I think it was Kelly D. Summer and Kelly D. I think was talking about him. Or talking about her. I think I might end up because I want to do Sarah Boone case. I want to get started on that soon because her goes to court on the 28th. Yeah, so we got to start on that soon. But we could probably do her whole thing in one live and then just go back, to it. No, I didn't. Not from Deborah. Is it a new comment? What's Deborah saying? I didn't see it. I don't think I did. Oh no, I did see that. I did. I was like, wait, I know I saw something. We're funny. We just try to make people smile. Then you said love. Yeah, I know. Well, someone was like saying, she was like, your intro is too long. And I was like, man, And so I said, what did she say before that? She said, like, the word that she used, I forget. So I used it back at her. And her name was Karen. And I said, well, out of 15,000 people that have viewed this video, you're the first to complain, Karen. And then I laughed so hard because I thought it was so funny. Yeah, the Sarah Boone trial will be aired. Yeah. And, had to. No offense. Yeah, so good. Sarah Boone trial will be aired. So we will go over that. Maybe I'll come on and do a members only live tomorrow. Because that'll be fun. And then we'll do a regular live too. So, I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye guys.